pump my gas, get some. No, not me though. Not me.
Me neither.
No, but I like it. I like it. It's a bar.
It was a cute song. If you're not serious about dating someone, if you're not serious, if you're not ready to date, if you're not really serious, don't get on the sites.
Okay.
Don't get on the site. The sites are really for people who really don't get out, don't, hang out, don't know where to meet a guy. The guy's not in their, wherever they go to the grocery store. They just really want to meet somebody and date somebody. Thank you for joining another episode of Boost the Hills,
where two army besties turned in their dog tags
for Louis bags. I'm your girl, Nikki Cole Williams.
And I'm Miss Miko Reed.
Miss Miko Reed.
Yes.
Girl.
It's an episode.
We got a episode to unpack today.
I'm scared.
Girl, first of all, it's about to be Easter Sunday and we in our Easter outfit.
First of all, I want to say you are giving.
Because I'm going to church and I'm doing my Easter speech, baby.
Ooh, what's your Easter speech?
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you my Easter speech.
Okay.
No, for real though.
For real.
My mom made us go to Easter church Sunday and we all had a speech.
All 14 of y'all.
First
all
of all,
30 of y'all.
First of all, it's 7 of us.
All 7. That's a lot.
Y'all had a speech. Let me think of my speech because I was probably like 4 when I was saying the speech.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I think I did it till like I was like 24.
Last year, maybe.
And I get up and I stand in front of the church. What you looking at me for?
You got your church face. Go ahead.
I ain't come to stay. I come to say, happy Easter day. And then the church be like, yay! Did y'all do Easter speeches?
That was your first time in the spotlight.
It was so cute because like we all got up and said our little Easter speeches. We had our Easter dress on, our little socks, with the little stuff.
The little ruffles.
And our little black shoes.
That's cute. The Mary Janes.
Is that what they call?
Well, up north from where you were from.
We just call them our Sunday shoes.
We call them Mary Janes. Then we had Mary Jane bangs. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, we had our hair straightened to the 9s.
The hot comb.
My mama would straighten all of our hair, get us with these pigtails. We'd be so cute. I can remember going back and looking at some of our pictures from Easter's and everything. And then, this is not part of the episode, but I'm going in on this right now. After we leave church, we would go home and we would boil all these eggs. We would paint these eggs we just used dye.
Okay,
like the regular.
Okay.
we didn't get the little Easter little kit. Now we couldn't afford that, girl.
That was rich.
You know the dye that you put in cakes and stuff like that. We would get different colors of that. In fact, I think she only had yellow because that's what she would put in her cakes.
So all y'all Easter eggs was yellow?
And we had to get a crayon and make it different colors.
Not a crayon.
But
eggs.
That was the life. I would not change that for the world. My mom would go out and hide all these eggs.
Aww.
And we would all have, girl, I don't even think we had no Easter basket. I think we had
eggs.
Yeah, I think we had little bags. Like, get a Walmart bag and come get your eggs.
Get a Piggly Wiggly bag. Put them joints in a Piggly Wiggly bag.
But
we didn't do that.
You didn't? I think we did have a few prize eggs. And you remember those little candy eggs with the little white stuff in the middle?
The Cadbury?
No. Not the Cadbury. We couldn't afford them. Cadbury.
What was they called?
But they all the different colors. Do they still make those?
I think that's a Dooley County egg. Do y'all make your own eggs down Dooley?
We don't.
We didn't have that in DC. We didn't have Dooley County eggs. We have regular eggs from Giant or Safeway, and we actually, to be honest, we just use plastic eggs. Nobody in our family was throwing no good ass eggs away, painting them with no cake dye.
Y'all did not,
girl. Goodbye. We don't want to smell no funky eggs. We had plastic eggs.
What did you eat?
Easter dinner. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, so we celebrate. It wasn't called Easter. We all dressed up. I wrote a poem about this, and Sister Mayo used to make all of our clothes.
Who's that?
It's a sister. It's a sister. I don't know. She made all our clothes, but the clothes was so crazy. Our shirts would be a neck cut out, and it was a neck, and then rubber around the neck, and it was the waist and rubber around the waist, and the skirt was just rubber around and long. Like, but we thought we was fly. So it was Easter. And we had these eggs. We didn't celebrate Easter. We celebrated the coming of Christ. So So we went to what was called a memorial. And I performed at a memorial. Performed, like, did Bible verses and Lot's wife. All of those things. So, like, that was my joint. You know what I mean? That was my introduction to, like, I guess what you could call poetry. I don't know. But that was our Sabbath, our Easter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but we dressed up. We had those little raggedy pigtails as well.
Yes.
Those ribbons.
Yes.
I'll straighten the hair. My hair smelled like bacon because I think I had cradle cap going up. I don't know. It was a mess. But it reminded me of what childhood smelled like. Like, it just felt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like,
I think mine was like straightening your hair, the hair comb. That's like a childhood smell that I can remember. But that was so much fun. But we did eat a lot of Easter eggs.
So y'all ate boiled eggs.
We did eat boiled eggs. Yeah. However many you found, that's how many you could eat.
You had to eat the boiled egg. This is country as shit. Y'all had to eat the boiled eggs that y'all found.
What's the purpose of finding the eggs?
We want candy and money in our eggs.
My sisters be like, Cole found the most eggs. I ain't got but 3.
Oh, she wanted
my
those
mom
eggs.
be like, give us some of your eggs, Cole.
I found my own eggs, so I gotta give her my. Of course, you would find all the eggs. Did y'all have an Easter Monday though? Did y'all do like in DC? We went to like the National Zoo for Easter Monday, and we saw the pandas. It was so cute. We got dressed up.
Easter is on a Sunday. Why are you celebrating it on a Monday?
Because it's called Easter Monday. What are you
Girl.
talking about? We should take off of work. Because ain't no way I'm working on Easter Monday.
What?
Baby, catch me at the zoo.
What?
Yes. I was at the zoo.
No.
What with the babies?
We did not. We did not have that. We did not have
that's
that.
Crazy,
right? But Easter's coming up, and this is such a fun topic. And since we dress like Easter, we thought we'd talk about it.
Yes.
But in addition to talking about Easter, we're going to be unpacking some other stuff. We're going to talk about our guilty pleasures.
Yes. Ooh.
We're going to talk about some military news, of course.
Of course.
Our poetry and our fitness stuff. Mm-hmm. And we're going to share with veterans and military people about DD-214s and the importance of DD-214s.
Yes. Yes.
Girl.
What else, girl?
It's going to get spicy.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about online dating.
Okay.
Do you or do you not do it?
Have you or have you not did it?
Okay. And then we're going to talk about if you're with the person that's not ready for dating, should you tell them? Should you tell them, man or female? So that's going to be a real juicy topic. And then, of course, we're going to do our military salute, and we're going to close it out with the toast. Is my favorite part of the show.
Yes, it is. It's her favorite
But
part.
since we dressed for our Easter outfits.
And she done did her Easter speech, y'all. Don't come for my best friend. The speech is speeching. She's going to give the speech.
Right. We're going to move on and talk about our guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Like, I have a guilty pleasure, and I just feel, I do, and I always tell people, like, what do you do in your free time? Girl, I love Ratchet reality.
What?
Name the show. I know about all of them.
Housewives.
Love them.
Oh,
all of them.
So when some old girl went to jail, you was hurt.
Oh my God, Karen, the Dawn Run went to jail. What kind of got me is that you go to jail for a DUI
for 4.
Did she have 4?
She had 4.
But has she been charged and everything and did stuff before?
I don't watch Ratchet reality. You gotta find out. It's been a month or 2 now.
She did not do the reality. I mean the last final episode.
She was probably in jail. I don't know. My heart goes out to her family. Does she have kids?
Sad for. She has 2 kids.
Maybe she needed rehab. Maybe.
And that's what her team. What do they call? Castmates were saying
maybe she needed
that she should have been going to rehab the first couple of times that she had the DUIs. Karen Huger, I'm so sorry.
You know her last name too, girl. You are truly Ratchet reality.
That is my guilty pleasure. On a Friday night, I get off work.
It's so annoying.
Baby,
it's so
I lay on that couch and I binge. I binge all of them. I like the black ones. I like the white ones. I like the Chinese ones. I like all of the Africans. You know, they have an African.
I love South African Ratchet reality. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only ones I watch.
Girl.
It's weird.
All of them are so good. And I mean, that's my thing. Yeah. It's not like, I will say this though. At one time I thought like, I should be on a reality show. I felt like I would be good on a reality show.
You probably Booster Hill's supposed to be a reality show. You
You're
remember
right.
that? Like,
Exactly.
we was like, we
But
was outside,
you know
but
what?
yeah.
What I realized
What?
is that no matter how close you are to a person or what's going on, they always end up being messy.
Yeah, we don't need that in our
As I
life.
thought about it, I was just like, I can't imagine being on a reality show with my best friend and we falling out. Because they kind of force you.
They rule the day. That's not happening.
They kind of force you to be at odds with each other.
They do.
And I wouldn't want that. No. And then they bring all of your family drama, everything.
And we got some drama. So
I was just like, yeah, I mean, I love it and I watch it. You ask me about anything about the reality.
That's her.
I'm bringing it to you, baby.
Yes. I'm not Ratchet reality.
What is your guilty pleasure?
I love porn. But I'm joking.
Do.
No. Baby, if you watching, I'm going to my kids. Mama just joking.
I'm gonna take a sip on that one.
Them just jokes. No, I do shock value, but no. I honestly, okay. My guilty pleasure.
It's okay to like porn.
I mean, I like reparation porn. Listen, let me be honest though. Let's scale this back. It's red bottoms. That's my guilty pleasure. Okay, guys. I just like in real life, above board. I love to purchase a pair of red bottoms like once a month. Yeah. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And it's not. I just love them. Yeah. Like, and honestly, just to sit pretty, cause
they hurt your feet.
Yeah, the pair I have on now they're not painful at all. But every other pair, don't find me walking in them.
Well, maybe it's some of them that really don't hurt your feet though.
And yeah, the I think it's called like the 85 millimeter, like the 4-inch L Dior C, I think, and it's like another pair. But in general, they hurt. But that's kind of that's my guilty pleasure. Yeah, that's in real life. That's
a good guilty pleasure. Mm-hmm. That's a good guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some military news, my friend.
Military news. You have an accent now.
No, because I was looking online the other day and I was trying to find out something about the military.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh my God, I'm just searching. And then I realized that everything that was coming up was talking about military one source. And I was just like, I don't think that was there when I was in.
It was though. You just didn't have no issues.
Was that the name of it?
Honestly, I want to say it has been the name this whole time. Fact check me, but as far as I can remember,
I don't remember it
because I've been using them because I've been going through some stuff, and I was using them back in you got out in 2012.
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking 2017, 2015. It's counseling, it's family therapy, it's childcare issues, it's finances, military one source. Maybe it was called One Stop. Like, don't give me the line. From what I know, it's one source. Yeah, it's because one source. Go ahead.
I was looking up some generic information that I needed to find out about the military. Mm-hmm. And it was like, here's a phone number you can call. It's like a 24/7 line that you can always contact. And I was just like, I do not remember this being when I was in. But that is a great resource to reach out to and use if you need it. You have the what?
Y'all know
she really
your girl's going to
pull up her phone.
Yeah. Okay. So take this number down. It's 1-800-342-9647. We're also going to drop it in the chat. But it's also militaryonesource.mil. And this site gives you confidential counseling, relationship support, parenting resources.
And I was not calling for relationship support. I was just calling for something else.
I was calling for relationship support, for parenting resources, for finances. That was me. Educational support and centers, like, they have those centers on base, but also sometimes the wait is long and you want to just get right to it. They have a chat you can go to as well when you go to that website.
I noticed that. I was just trying to figure out what time the PX closed. No.
You was holding up the line for people that was getting into it.
I'm like going through the website and I was like, oh my God. And it's like, if you want to find something about here, call One Stop.
That's so first world problems. Like people are dying, Kim. Like what? No. But
what's the PX close?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a good resource to use. So if you didn't know about it, Military One Stop, Check it out.
One source.
One source.
I confuse you when I say it used to be one stop because it probably never used to be one stop. But it's definitely military one source. Check it out. .mil.
Well, speaking of the military, I'm transitioning to my fitness part because I always say that one of the reasons that I'm so keen into fitness is because of the military. You know,
it's again.
What?
We don't even have to say it because I feel like you're now known for the thighs are dying. So we're not going to say it. We're just going to have you guys look. Ta-da!
In my niece voice. I mean, they are. And this is one, I don't even do a lot of lower bottom exercise for my thighs, but I think it's just running and walking. It just naturally, you know, get your thighs. I focus on my upper body more, and my thighs are just be thigh, and I don't know.
For real.
But one of the things, since the weather's getting warm, one of the things I like to do is like, I think I said a few times, like I like to get a song, and I get a song, and I dance on that song, but I also march with the song. So I would get 2 dumbbells, hold them up over, and this is like an ab workout, thigh workout, arms workout. And I don't know how far you can see my arms up, but you get 2.
They're really high.
You get 2 dumbbells, and keep them like this, and just march.
Okay.
Lift,
in place.
Lift, right.
Y'all, she be outside doing this.
I'm marching though, and I keep my dumbbells up. Right? But I keep my dumbbells up, and I march, and you will not believe the exercise, the fitness that you would feel up in your abs. Like it's a really, really serious workout for you. And if you start with 30 seconds, go to a minute, and a song is usually about 3 minutes. You know, take it for about 3 minutes.
What size weight do you use?
I'm 15 pounds. Okay. And 15 pounds for me is kind of heavy. Especially if you're doing it for a minute to 3 minutes. That's heavy for me. My medium sizes, I would do an 8. So I stay between 8 and 15. Okay. I do have a 20-pound weight.
That's crazy. Don't do it. I did it for 35 seconds. Don't do it.
For me, that 20 pounds is heavy for me. Okay. Especially if you got 2 set. That's 40 pounds. Yeah. It's heavy for me. So I try to stick at the 15 pounds, which is a really good workout for me.
Or a canned food. Like, you ever heard that?
Yeah, like have a can.
Like a canned food if you don't have
That's probably
weights.
what, a pound?
I really don't know because I just open the can and eat it. But I'm just saying, like, a canned food. Someone told me that canned food can
you substitute as a weight
if you don't have weights. Yeah,
that is true. Yeah. That is true. So that is my fitness question. And what is about poetry? Because it's still poetry. Is it still poetry?
It's still poetry month.
How long does it last?
A freaking month. 30 days.
Jeez.
Don't be hating on the poets.
Sorry.
So we're on day.
I love
it 18 or 19. We're on whatever day we're on.
16, I think.
Girl, I don't know because my mind is gone.
Are you still doing your 30 poems?
30 poems in 30 days. I have missed 2 days.
It's you know what? I have not heard you talk about these poems. So I'm wondering if she's cheating. She probably cheating, y'all.
I don't cheat. Like, how do you cheat your brain?
You cheat because you don't write the poems every day like you're supposed to.
What, are you the teacher now? Like, what?
I'm just saying.
You're a fitness instructor and you're a teacher?
I'm just talking to the fellow poets that's out there that listen. My best friend be cheating on her 30 days.
And first of all, it's not mandatory that you write one a day. It is encouraged that you write one a day.
But you missed 2 days.
I missed 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't have it inside of me. And they give you topics. So they give you topics, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. You have to write around the topic.
Oh, so you don't just write whatever you want to write.
No, girl. You got to write around a topic. And sometimes the topic be about like how in love you are or how this.
God.
You know, I mean, sometimes the topics are amazing and sometimes I just don't want to be involved in the topic. So I might forego that one. Yeah.
So the 2 that you didn't do is because you just wasn't feeling the topic?
Yeah. Or maybe I got too busy or whatever. Yeah. My goal is to write 25. So I got 3 more days I can.
That's a good goal, best friend.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't go for the 30, but you at least achieved a achievable goal.
Right.
I like that.
But I'm gonna end up doing 30 this month just because I feel like
you can't because you already missed 2 days.
I can write 2 in a day. You can do that. Like, you're such a stickler for rules. Not cheat. She's just a stickler for rules. Like, this too much. Like, you do a lot with these rules, okay?
I'm just saying.
He was a warrant officer. I'm over it.
I'm gonna pivot back to some military news and talk about our DD-214.
Okay.
So, a DD-214 is a document that every person, when they get out of the military, is almost like your end of the cycle resume, basically.
Freedom, I can't lose. Freedom, let me loose. When you get that joint in your hand,
that means that you have transitioned out, and this is what you've done while you was in the military. Yeah. And one of the reasons that I wanted to bring this topic up is because when I got out, when I went to the civilian sector, they asked me for my DD-214.
They asked you for yours?
I'm just like, what?
Or maybe you had to upload it in like your...
They asked me for a copy of it. And at that point, I was just like, okay, let me go back and look and see what this document really is. And I couldn't figure out why they were asking.
You didn't know?
I didn't.
You didn't know?
I didn't.
That you needed your DD-214?
I didn't know the importance of a DD-214.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, I didn't, because I don't remember when we was transitioning out. And maybe this is one of the things that we can put in our ebook. Yes. The importance of the DD-214. I didn't know that people outside of the military was going to ask me for a DD-214.
Yeah, because it tracks your service. It's like it tells you everything that you've done from the time that you joined. And see, I was in HR in the military, so I knew the importance of it.
Okay. You knew the importance of it when you got out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew what it should say and what you bet not put on my joint. I need honorable.
Because when people get discharged, that's put on their DD-214.
Yeah.
So if they're asked for their DD-214s, if you were discharged, what is the civilian sector thinking about you? You didn't do well in the military?
Right. Like if you got other than honorable, actually, let me not put that out there, because I think they might just ask you, why did you get other than honorable, right? Okay. There are probably some ask around that. But even a stronger pivot is because of this whole DEI, because we give DD-214 for preference, right? You know that. Like we give, it's Schedule A letters, it's DD-214, so you can get military preference, veteran preference.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's so funny that you say that, because when I was going into my civilian job, they had a target to hire a certain number of military.
Don't say target, because we don't fuck with target DEI. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I had flashbacks. Okay.
Wait, did you do the band from Target? You went to Target.
Listen, I didn't.
Let's not even say it,
no,
best friend.
It's not that I went to Target. It's that I had something to return to Target.
And you went on the day that we wasn't supposed to.
Oh, you mean the economic day?
Yeah.
Back in February?
Yeah.
No, I didn't go.
Okay, good.
No, I thought you were talking about. Oh, no, I'm talking about in totality, Target.
I'm
DEI.
still not going to Target, but anyway, let's go back to our DD-214.
So the Target.
I triggered you with Target.
You trigger me, you trigger me with Target. Like I don't like it. Okay, go ahead.
No, you were saying that they use that as a DEI preference because this is because we are a select group. Yeah. So we are considered under the DEI
fall
umbrella.
Under diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. That is the now DEIB, right? Wow. Veteran preference, women, disability, like disabled. If there's even like Indian reservation, like different, I didn't and all of that has been gone, has been like taken away.
I didn't know that we were one of those groups.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when people are talking about like down with DEI because Black people like, nah, boo-boo, you too. Yeah. Exactly. Caucasian women, you too. Yeah. Like, disabled white male, you too, right?
Yeah. Wow. But when I did give them my DD-214, I did take a look at it, and it has just like you said, everything from the day that I entered the service. Yeah. And I'm thinking that even when we do our disability, they require that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They do. They need to make sure you got out the right way. But I don't think those two are connected, because even if you got out other than honorable or anything beyond honorable, I don't know about dishonorable. But if you did some time, you should still go check with the VA to see what you're eligible to receive. Because I don't know. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you're eligible or not eligible to receive anything if you got out other than
I don't know the answer to that question either.
So check that out. Oh, okay. Okay, it's coming through.
No,
Come on, Easter Sunday. Let us know.
I don't know, but that's a good question.
That's a good question.
We should bring that topic up next time to do some research on that and find that out. Because that's good for people to know. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Yeah, so. Same. But I do know that it's important to make sure your DD-214 is correct. Because, I was a warrant officer. So one of the things that happened with my DD-214 is when you were warrant officers, and I don't know if people know this or not, you technically retire one day and go back in service the next day. So on my DD-214, yes.
It's this magical...
because you're leaving basically one part of the branch and going to another service. So on my DD-214, it has the day that I retired and got out and the day that I came back into the military service.
That confuses me.
But it's on
That's
my
why I ain't go warrant. I ain't fucking with it. Like, what is we doing?
Yeah.
I'm back in now?
Yeah.
So you're back in the Army.
I was only out for technically a day. Technically not any time, but on your DD-214, it has to be at least one day.
This is confusing me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it confusing you guys?
It's not, because people know what I'm saying, because you transition over to something. But...
Oh, you mean once you, okay.
Leave enlisted... I got you now. Enlisted to officer. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about now. I was like,
what? My DD-214 is not.
I was like, this bitch is still in the Army. Like, what am I learning from? Who is she? I didn't know this. I didn't know this.
No, this is when I was in. But yes, so make sure your DD-214 is up to date, and when you get out, really look at that, because it's important that you make sure it's.
Look at it before you get out too. Really, best friend. Like, make sure it's dress right dress. Go to your S1.
With your dress like dress.
I mean, you ain't the only one that be knowing stuff, and just make sure that, you speak to the people before you get out, because it's better to do it before you get out. Because it is hard to get it changed. I mean, it's possible, but it's difficult.
It is.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next topic.
Because that was a good...
That was military. I love to talk about the military.
You do. I thought you were still in. I don't know.
No, I'm not still in, but I do have friends that are still in, and I talked to some of my friends. And one of my friends called me the other day, and they were talking about dating.
Okay.
And how they're dating, and if they're dating, all of this kind of stuff. And it was just like, I'm gonna do some online dating. They was asking me, have I ever did online dating?
Have you? You hesitating too long.
Because it's a story behind it. Sort of, kind of, but not really. When I was single at one point, I wanted to find a mate. So I did go on and create a profile on a dating site.
What was your name on it?
My name.
Okay. Okay. I was like, who you call yourself?
Nikki Go.
Sexy brown chocolate.
No, I used
3,
my
2,
name.
1.
But I didn't put a picture.
Okay.
So nobody ever hit me.
It's a ghost. Yeah.
Nobody ever responded to anything that I put up there, because they want you to have a picture.
Yeah,
they really want to see who you are.
Yeah.
But this was so many years ago. This was probably 15 years ago.
Okay.
And so I'm sure online dating has changed at this point, and it's a lot different. Have you ever did it?
I've never did online.
So you hesitate.
I know. No, I'm trying to, I gotta think. No, I gotta think. I don't think that I have done online dating in real life. Like, I don't think I did it for real. I was like playing around. Like, somebody's like, oh, put your, and I'm like, okay.
Like me, you didn't put a picture, or you had a picture?
I had a picture. It wasn't my picture. Like, that's what I'm saying. Did I really online date?
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people, like, in reality, like, some of our friends, like, they have really been intentional about finding a mate online, because it's hard out here for a pimp. You know what I mean? It's hard. And especially once COVID hit.
Yeah. Like, people just didn't go out anymore.
Right.
And you still want to date someone. So how else are you going to do it?
Online.
I'm not opposed to online dating. I'm not opposed to online dating at all because actually my sister found her guy on
Word.
yeah, and like
What?
and they're still
Shout
going
out.
strong. Like
Okay.
probably 2 or 3 years and they still going strong. Like it was a match. But there is pros and cons to online dating.
You know, speaking of, I'm like a weirdo when it comes to this kind of research, but there are like 1,500 online dating sites. 1,500 sites. Christian.com, country.com. Like
It's no way you can count out all 1,500.
I'm not. Redbottom.com. Like it's a lot. I'm like, I like sheep.com. Like I don't know. There are so many. Like Indian, like it's
I never knew it was that many online.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know which one to choose?
Christian Mingle.
I don't know.
How do you know
which one to put your picture
Hottie Batty, Plenty of Fish, Bold, Hinge, Tinder, you name it. Like it's a lot of online dating sites.
Girl,
it's messy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's messy out there.
So are all of them free?
Nah, try to catch me up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not on them.
I think some of them are you have to pay for dating. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure.
Now I do know a couple of my friends have said like, yeah, you got to pay for it. I think it's like a monthly fee or whatever. I do know that Tinder. I just know about Tinder because of like all of the commercials, like swipe left, swipe right.
I've never
swipe
seen
white.
I've
swipe
never
right.
seen a Tinder commercial.
Listen,
I've never seen a Tinder
clock
commercial.
my tea. If I said it's a Tinder commercial, something like Tinder commercial.
I'm saying it's probably
online.
It's probably a Tinder commercial for sure. But that means that if Tinder commercials are coming up on your feed, then you've been looking at Tinder sites. So I'm just saying that's usually how it works.
I've been hacked, bamboozled, but I've heard.
This is what you heard, man.
I've heard that Tinder and Hinge
are they free?
Girl, why do you keep trying to ask me?
No, in my head, I'm thinking like if I had
free?
to do online dating, I would probably prefer one that I have to pay for.
I would want to pay for it too because someone is serious,
yes,
and not just trying to do the $40 hookup.
Right.
You know what that is?
No.
Ooh.
What is it?
Oh, because you said right.
I'm saying right. It's like it's a hookup. Like most people, if some people go online because they like just that? Looking to hook up.
Yeah. Like,
but where's the $40 come from?
Like that man's account. I don't know. Why Facebook After Dark? I don't know. These things exist.
Is it called the $40 hookup?
I mean, hoes charge $40. They get the smash. Yeah. It really legitimately, like, you never heard that whole thing about like, I could just get somebody for $40 and not have to deal with all of the BS.
No. I've never heard that.
I mean, you are Easter Sundays. It's okay if you never heard of it.
I've never heard of that.
It's giving Christian Mingle for you.
I never heard of that. Okay. But do you think that, and maybe it's me being naive.
Yeah.
Do you think that women go on sites just to be with a guy?
I don't want to say no, because women have needs as well, but they're not going to pay. I feel like a man.
I would never go on a website to look for a man because I want to smash.
Because hello, look at us. We can meet him at the gas station. Okay. Hello, pump my gas, and then pump me. Like it's different ways.
Pump my gas, get some ass.
Okay, look at you. Best friend got bars and poetry month. Pump my gas, get some ass. No, not me though. Not me.
Me neither.
No, but I like it. I like it. It's a bar.
It was a cute song. But you know what? That is so crazy though. I cannot envision women wanting to do that. I just can't. It just could be me being naive, but I could see it from a man.
Well, who are the men looking for?
Any woman that's gonna get
a woman, right? So that's the women are up there. They're just waiting for the man.
You're saying
a square in a circle don't mix, but like it's a peg. Like they just want someone to have sex with.
Well, I have a friend that's
kind of prostitution though, right? But $40. Like, I mean,
it's 1,500 sites. It's probably happening.
Yeah.
I had a friend who did online dating who absolutely hates it.
Really?
But and then I say she hates it because she met guys on the sites, and none of it worked out. And it's
Why?
like she felt like all the guys there are just playing games.
If all the guys playing games, maybe it's her. Like, why aren't what was happening?
She's
What's
doing
happening?
her part.
What part? What's her part?
Dating. Want to date. Want to find a man that is like if you go on there and you say, I'm looking to have kids. I want to get married. I got a good job. I want a woman who's successful too. If you lay out all your criteria,
and then they really don't.
Right.
So
that's like catfishing.
Oh, so they catfishing your girl.
They're not being upfront and honest about who they are. So like, I
mean, so I wonder, who do you place is there a blame to be placed?
Here is the blame that I would place. If you're not serious about dating someone, if you're not serious, if you're not ready to date, if you're not really serious, don't get on the sites.
Okay.
Don't get on the site. The sites are really for people who really don't get out, don't, hang out, don't know where to meet a guy. The guy's not in their, wherever they go to the grocery store. They just really want to meet somebody and date somebody.
So they're on the wrong site. They need to be on the $40 site. The men who just want to smash.
Correct.
Right. And the one of your friends who really want to intentionally date.
Yeah.
They should not be on that site, basically. They should be on the site to smash.
I mean,
the man who is like faking catfishing, he just wants some ass, basically.
But
is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, there's no sites out there to say that this is just catfish site and we just looking.
It's over 1,500.
I guarantee you the titles is not we just smashing.
.com. It's possible. It's possible.
All I'm saying is, if you don't have good intentions, stay off the site.
So I do know some reputable sites. I've heard like Match.com is a reputable one.
Is it though?
I don't know. I've heard that they are, because I think when you are looking for someone to date and they're matching you with what your criteria is, then it should work out, right? And you're saying that's not working out.
I'm saying that she has had a lot of bad experiences.
Give me some of them. What's some of them? Give me some.
Well, the guy said that I don't have any kids, and she go there and he got 12 kids running around.
This is a Nigerian.
The guy
next. Give me the next one.
The guy said, I'm not married, and but she can't go to his house because the wife is there. I mean, it's just all kinds of things.
Nigerian.
Like, I'm serious about dating, but when you get there, I don't want one person. I'm dating a lot of people.
Poly.
It's all kinds of issues. The reality is, be upfront. Even if you are on those sites, be upfront and say what you want and what you don't.
Damn, I feel bad now.
Yeah, you should.
Why should I feel bad though?
Because you said my friend was not.
I said your friend was the problem. I mean, your friend is the common denominator, but there are a lot of men out there who play that game because they know that there are women who are really intentional about finding somebody.
You're right.
So it's easy to prey on women that are looking for a good person. I don't have any advice. I think switch sites.
I think
maybe switch sites.
Yeah, I think so too. Because what I keep saying is like, no, keep doing it, because like my sister found somebody. It's somebody out there. Don't just keep going. Don't get off the sites or find a different
site. Like, I mean, it's over 1,500. Like, find.
That's a lot.
I don't know. Like, I feel like you could be like,
I would pay for my site.
blackandbeautiful.com. I don't know. I'm just making sites up. Right?
I would pay
tallblackman.com. Like, give me a .com and I'm going to go to it.
I would pay.
I would pay. Yeah. Oh my God. I would pay, because if you don't pay for a site, then anybody can just get up there. Yeah. And somebody could catfish the hell out of you.
And then, you know what? What if you find somebody and you start dating them and then you realize, like, you're not ready to date, dude. You ain't got your shit together, boo. You're not ready to date.
Easter Sunday don't like to curse too much, y'all. So she said shit. So this is about to get real spicy. You ain't got your shit together, boo. She's serious. Go ahead.
All right.
Now you serious.
All right. Yeah. So like when a person don't have it together, how do you let them know?
What's together though?
What's together?
That's a heavy question.
It is a heavy question because it could be different for different people. Like I had a friend because I always got a friend. I always got a story.
Why do you have so many friends?
Well, it's people that I know, and you know, women have a lot of conversations. We do a lot of.
I just wonder. Go ahead.
Who was dating this guy, and this guy just, you know, she was a career-driven woman. Mm-hmm. She had her own place. She had her career. She had everything in place. Mm-hmm. And he was living with one of his friends. A guy. Oh, okay. Renting a room from one of his friends.
Ew. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
He had a in-between jobs or looking for the next job. Okay. You know, are you ready to date?
No. But how old?
In their 40s.
What?
In your 40s. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's the age where what's appropriate for dating.
Yeah. In your 20s, if you in this in-between, okay. In your 40s, you need to get your shit together. Because why are you dating me and you're renting a room and don't have a job? Like, let's focus our attention on like a job.
But in his defense, maybe not defense, I don't know. But just thinking about him, maybe he had it all, lost it
in a divorce or something.
Or whatever, and working to get it back. Just say it was a divorce. Say I've been divorced, I had it all and I lost it. Like
me. Okay.
Perfect. I never thought about you, but you right in my face. Like, does that mean girl, it's like, this is the example.
I mean,
you're with your sister.
Okay.
You're in between places.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Not too much. Because I am building a home.
You are. But are you ready to date?
Why is the lens now turned on me?
Not you, but since I don't know how that just came up, but
it's okay. We gonna do it. We gonna fucking do it. Listen, am I ready to date right now? I am. So I'm 2 years post-divorce,
but you still are not where you want to be.
Right. I don't think now that we're using me as the case study, I don't think.
I'm sorry, best friend. It wasn't intentional to use you. It wasn't. It never hit me until you said like me.
Like Tina did Ike in a limo. I finally hit her. I think that I am certain that sometimes the marriage was over before it ended. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, then you're ready to date long, probably before the divorce is finalized. I'm not speaking of you.
I don't agree with that.
You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to.
If you are not divorced, you are not ready to date.
If you're separated, I'm not. No, this is not my case study. We put a pin in my case study.
We did.
We're gonna get back to that, guys, because it's important.
If you are separated from your partner, your wife,
yeah,
but you're not divorced, right. Wife or husband, whoever. We're not talking about you anymore. We just talking.
I'm not married to a girl.
Yeah, okay. But are you though? No, I'm sorry, best friend.
That's another conversation for another day. Go ahead.
No, but if a person is not divorced, separated, how could you be ready for a real relationship when you haven't closed the door on the other one?
Because that bitch just deuced out.
No, but
that's been done.
I don't know if it's me that need closure.
Oh my God. Sorry, go ahead.
But I don't think you
always need closure.
I do need closure. I don't think you can properly move into another relationship, friendship, or anything until you close the door on that one.
But how do you know if that, just because it is societal definition of closure, meaning here, okay, you're married. Let me tell you something. You can fall in love and you can get married. A couple can fall in love and never get married, not ever get married. And a person can fall in love and get married. That couple that fell in love and got married didn't get married, could be deeper than the married couple. That doesn't mean that their relationship is less because they didn't get married. So conversely, a person who's separated, right? You following me?
Yeah,
a person that's separated could have long lost the love and moved on to somebody else. That's closure. That is their closure. Society defines closure as here's a piece of paper to say it's closed, but it's been closing your heart. It's been closing your heart for years.
If it's been closing your heart, what's the problem with doing the paper?
Because Maryland takes a long time to get shit out.
I think you need to close it. I think if you are in a different space, and unfortunately, I'm maybe speaking about you too, best friend.
Are you talking about me?
I'm not speaking about you.
So let's take the pen out. Go ahead.
I'm speaking about the guy that I was saying that's staying with their friend and renting a room.
Oh, I don't know anybody like that. Oh, me. Bitch, I don't like you now.
I wasn't talking about
and it's my sister.
I wasn't talking about you.
It's giving you are.
I wasn't talking about you.
You know what, Easter? Go ahead.
I wasn't
Just go right ahead.
I wasn't talking about you, but if I could be honest,
I mean, you already are.
And now that you came up in it.
Hold up.
I don't think you was ready for a relationship. I'm not saying anything is wrong with your relationship. I'm saying I think it was too early because
I got the church finger. Go ahead.
Because everything wasn't closed out. And wait
a minute. Whoa.
Well, let me do this right here. Let me do this, best friend. Let's flip it.
I want to stay in the vein. You deep in it. Stand on this fucking business. Go ahead.
But I think I told you this several times.
But never on the air. So I want to hear this. Because we is on the air.
We've never recorded me saying this.
Yeah. And I'm a little something. Go ahead.
I just think, period, you have to really close it out, get yourself back to where you are 100%, and then start to love again. Now, and this is what I said I was going to switch. Switch it around. If you met a guy who was straight up out of divorce. Who was living with their friend or sister.
First of all, I had my house when I was dating. I had my house. And my divorce was finalized in March of 2023. And I started dating to January 2023. Dating is dating. I just started dating to January 2023.
Anyway, let's go back to the guy.
Don't anyway that because
let's go back to the guy.
You know what? Y'all listen. We listen and we judge.
All I'm saying is, I personally, if I meet somebody who is, trying their best and like climbing and doing what they can to start back dating and get to that next level, but not there, I would nicely say, you are a wonderful guy. I really like you.
I feel like I checked out. I need you to hold on.
I brought you out of it. I got you.
But I'm still in it. Okay. Because you put me in it.
Okay.
And so I want to go back.
Either you or the person that you're dating or was dating or dating, I don't know, should have said.
Oh, you know. Go ahead.
Should have said, you're not ready yet.
Because I am freshly divorced.
You're not mentally there. You're not physically there to do it.
Per Nicole.
Not per me. Per life.
How are you the dictator of life?
I mean.
That you cannot do. I mean.
When you first. I don't want to say you. I don't want this to be about you. I want this to be just a general topic. Because it gets too personal when it's about you.
I mean, I'm good. Go ahead.
I don't want to talk about you, best friend.
But you already started it.
Jeez. Yeah. Producer?
Nope. Ain't no producer to help her. Because we're deep in the shit.
Okay. So
you don't think, this is what I'm hearing. You don't think I'm ready to date. That's what I hear.
When you got out of your divorce, and you started dating a year after, I don't think you was ready to date. Still now, you're back at 90%, but you still got 10% to go, which means I don't think you're ready to date.
Sorry. I'm like,
you're still 10% less. And I think people should be honest with the other person and say that.
I don't think that
I'm honest with you, and I tell you this. And
I appreciate your honesty. I just think that who determines the time frame that you have to wait to start dating after a divorce?
Mentally, you can see where a person is. Physically, you can see where a person is. Emotionally, you can see where a person is. But people want to be with somebody because that's their comfort zone.
Or they genuinely like the person.
Even if you like the person, just because you like the person, that doesn't mean it's a good time to be with the person.
So a person who is single should be by themselves.
If they're not where they need to be able to date someone else. Because what ends up happening is, because you're not physically and emotionally there, you start bringing your baggage into the other person's life, which is unfair for the other person.
I'm just like, I don't have baggage, but go ahead.
I'm not talking about you.
Who are you?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking in general about people that are not ready to date, who still try to date.
Who are these people? Are you ready to date? How long after a breakup do we date?
No.
Like how long? Okay, let's put this in a general space. How long after
we talked about that the last couple of shows.
Okay, well, we're talking about it this show because you're talking about me. How long, in general, do you think a person needs to wait? You can use me as
it depends on where they are in their life. Like, it depends on where they are in their life. Like, some people, if you still have, your career, if you still have your space to live, if your kids are still on track, if you're financially there, then you can, there's a pivot that can happen between 6 months to a year. But if all of those things are not in place, then you're just not ready. If those things are not, if you are not 100% in place, then I say take the time to get where you are, because in the end, somehow it's gonna come out. And
how? In what ways does it come? Because you seem to be a subject matter expert on this.
So, do y'all feel like my best friend getting mad?
I don't know if it's mad, because I don't really get mad. But I think I just have some pinpointed questions to ask.
Well, let's talk about it then. Tell me about you and how you feel about it. Tell me if it was the roles were flipped and you met somebody who just got out of divorce a year ago and they were living with their brother, them and their kids.
I'd just be smashing them. But go ahead. It's like I'm playing. Go ahead.
Them and their kids, and they initially probably didn't have a job, and then start getting a job, and then starting to build a house. All of these things are just happening. Where would you be with them? Would you be with them, or would you say, hey, I like you, but... honestly, think about it.
I don't think I've ever thought about that in reverse, because I always saw myself as a bad bitch.
And you are.
I'm just like, I know where I am, and I know where I will be again. So I think I would go along for the ride, because if that person was who they were before the downfall of their life, I would be like, all right, if I like them, I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay. Yeah. But for me, honestly, if I meet somebody like that, I'm gonna be straight up with them. Like,
I'm just here for the ass. What did you say?
No, I would be straight up and say, like, you're not quite where you need to be dating someone.
So
maybe not someone, but you're not where you need to be to date me. Because maybe there is somebody that's in the same situation that they're in.
This is taking a turn. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
It's just hitting me.
What?
Go ahead.
I'm feeling some kind of way because my best friend is feeling.
I'm fine. I think I'm just like, oh, I'm the one that's shouldn't be dating. Are you guys getting that?
I think he should have told you.
Is it me? You think he should have told me that I'm the one that shouldn't be dating?
Correct.
Well,
that you're not ready.
Doggone it.
But
Wiggly.
But
I'll be damned.
I think this is for anybody because dating is something serious because its feelings get involved. Like people really get invested in relationships, and then you bring families in it, you bring kids in it, you bring a lot of people into a relationship. But when you're not quite there, it's best to say, continue to get yourself ready and together. And then once you're there, I'm not saying I'm not going to be there when you get there, but right now you need to do a little more work on yourself before we work together.
You know, this is interesting.
I don't even know if we've ever had a serious conversation like this before.
Yeah. You know what? Why this is interesting? First of all, the topic is telling a man he's not ready to date. So I guess I'm a man. I don't know.
This topic's telling a person that's dating that they're not ready to date. I didn't bring you up. You brought yourself up.
Well, I felt like you were tap dancing.
I wasn't. I never thought, you never crossed my mind until you said.
I always cross your mind.
You never crossed my mind. But I will say this, best friend. I love you and I want nothing but the best for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying anything on camera that I haven't told you back door. Best friend, get yourself together. Best friend, think about you. Best friend, think about this.
I don't think that I took that as, why are you dating? I think I took it as like, just like, you got this. Like you were a strong force in my life during the divorce.
Okay, to bounce back.
Yeah, like you were like, come on, you got this. You got like just going. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. But I never thought that applied to dating someone. Because I don't think you ever really...
Maybe you didn't hear it.
Say that.
Maybe I didn't jump on the table.
I feel like you didn't say
Maybe
that.
I didn't say it loud enough.
Yeah, you didn't. But you are today. I mean... Listen, Easter, I appreciate it.
Not Easter.
I mean, it's giving Easter egg. You're adorable. It's cute. I love it.
It's my Easter Sunday.
Yeah, and so you speaking some Easter shit. Like, okay,
I am. But I think we're gonna close this topic.
Okay, please.
My best friend and I got some talking.
Am I red? I feel red.
Behind the doors, behind the screen. We're gonna do some more talking about this subject. But I would like to hear what other people have to say about this. Maybe we can do a poll on this.
Yeah, like how long do you have to wait?
It's not the wait, it's not the length. It's about where you are in your life. Are you ready? It's not the time. It could take you 5 years to get ready.
5 years. And then you use the example of a dude. Like, am I slow? You're like, if a dude is living with their brother and they're a friend, and I'm like, ew. I'm ewing myself. This is a lot to unfucking pack. Like, I feel like I'm overwhelmed.
Oh, sorry, man.
Let's change.
Let's move on.
Unmic me. I'm done.
Okay,
I'm done.
Did you know?
Did you know?
And this "did you know" goes right in line with what we're talking about. Women with a high IQ usually don't date men right away.
They date women?
No. It takes a longer time for them to find the right person.
So I'm dumb. You calling me like, you're also now calling me dumb?
I'm like, not talking. I'm giving a fact.
Producer!
I'm giving a little known fact. Women with high IQs takes a lot longer to date.
Okay.
Because they really
I want to see where this fact came from, because right now I'm in my feels.
It came from fact.com.
Is that... Nah, it's just too much. Okay, Q fact.
Yeah, it takes them a little bit longer to date because they really analyze the person they're dating, and they don't see them, whatever. However it is, it's women with high IQ. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your little known fact?
Did you know...
God, I lost my best friend.
Did you know know that we might not be recording next week. No, stop. Did you know that you can be surprised when you least expect it? Did you know?
Best friend, this show was not about you.
Did you know that this show was about me and the main topic?
It was not about you.
And still I rise during Poetry Month. Through my thighs, still I rise. Maya Angelou.
This was not about you. Do you have a fact?
That is my fact.
Thank you.
And still I rise. I love my best friend.
I love you too, baby.
I love my baby mama. I never let her go. It's okay. It's cool.
Okay. So let me do my person to
do what you want, girl. This is the Nikki code.
Okay, let me say this right here. This was not about my best friend. Has nothing to do with Miss Miko. What's your name? Miss Miko Reed. Miss Miko Reed. What is it?
I am fervently aggressive on the inside.
No, it has nothing to do with her. But anyway, let me do my salute person.
Please do it.
This person that I'm going to salute today, I really have been trying to figure out the best time to talk about this person. Like
now would be.
Like,
let me calm down. You know what? Let me
take a deep breath. Take a sip. No, you got to say some sips.
I got to say some sips.
Damn, you been drinking. You usually don't drink.
Listen, when I said the shit was spicy, I didn't know it was going to be fire.
It wasn't about it. Was. So I have been really trying to figure out the best time to do this toast because, you know, you want the perfect time to do certain people. Like, okay, no, that's not a good time. This is not a good time. But as I keep playing in my head, like, there's no perfect time and I don't want this to feel like it's too late. So the person that I'm saluting is not just a great soldier, but is like a sister to me. Like, I just call her my sister. I never say this is a good friend of mine. It's like my sister. My mom called her daughter. My dad used to say this is my daughter. And my siblings, like, she is just one of the family members. She's one of us. She is my sister that I met in the military probably over 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago at my second duty station. And when we met, we just clicked. Like, I'm the godmother of her kid, and she is been deployed multiple times. Like, she go hard as a soldier. She does everything you can think about as a soldier. And I'm just like, calm down sometimes, you know? And she also ended up getting breast cancer.
Oh,
yeah, and that's just that toughness that she had was like, I'm not gonna let this beat me. Like, I am military strong. I am a tough person, so I'm gonna go hard with this right here. So the person that I'm gonna salute today, she got married a couple years ago, and her husband is also in the was also retired vet as well. And to you, Pamela, call Morris. Raymond is gonna kill me. Raymond, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, Raymond. And because she's always like green. He's like, no, you need to change your name. So Morris, right? So Pamela McCall Morris.
Yes,
you are a wonderful, amazing soldier, sister, friend, and girl. We salute you.
Love you, Pam.
Love you, Pamela. We gotta have you on as a guest. We gotta have you on as a guest.
Remember the time I made those cookies for her?
Oh, Pam, I don't want to remember those cookies.
But it's because I love you, girl. Yeah.
We was doing like, she had, you know, got over breast cancer. So we was doing breast cancer a party for her. Miko had these breast cancer cookies,
and they turned into like big blobs. Looked like breasts, actually. It was crazy, but it was the thought that counts.
It was the thought that counts. It was the thought that counts. We love you, Pam, girl.
And you too, Raymond. Sorry, boy. Yes. And Pam, now you have a sister and a best friend. Yeah,
she can have me back.
She can have you. You got her. No, I'm joking.
Let's toast. This has been a great show.
Has it? Yes.
This has really been a great show.
It's been amazing.
This show was not about my best friend. It was not.
Let's toast.
Okay. May you live as long as you want.
And never want as long as you live. My lovely best friend.
Bottoms up. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us, tell your friends and families about us.
Pray. Let us pray.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.